Did you know that there are about 7 to 8,000 people suffering from homelessness across the valley? My name is Ian Martinez, and I want to inform you on ways to support the needs of this struggling community. Shine a Light is a nonprofit organization here in Las Vegas that tends to the needs of the struggling homeless population. I want to go into what their organization does, the mission, as well as ways that you can help. But first, I want to get into the common misconceptions about the homeless community. The homeless community is often prejudiced and stereotyped, when in actuality, the path to escaping homelessness isn't as simple as it seems. However, helping and making a difference can be simple if you have an open mind. There's a lot of common misconceptions and stereotypes when it comes to the homeless community. For one, they are said to be drug addicts. The California statewide study of people experiencing homelessness is the largest representative sample of homeless individuals since the 90s, according to a article posted by the LA Times in 2023. This same article found that 50% of homeless do not use drugs regularly, but what we see in terms of the homeless population also affects our perception of them. Some might see individuals with multiple disorders doing something outside of societal norms and judge them. The public can view this and generalize this to all people that are homeless. But that shouldn't be the case because not all homeless are like this, so they shouldn't all be classified as such. Unfortunately, this isn't the only misconception that is generalized amongst homeless. They are stereotyped as being lazy as well. However, this is far from the truth. According to the National Coalition for the Homeless, approximately 40 to 60% of people experiencing homelessness nationwide are employed. They're just struggling to afford some sort of basic housing, which then leads them to homelessness. Sometimes, if they're too deep into their homelessness, they might have other priorities than working, such as finding food, water, and a safe place to sleep at night. Other times, they might just have complications from finding work, like not having a phone to provide a contact number to an employer or being able to provide an address to an employer. The last stereotype that I will cover is the assumption that all homeless people are mentally ill. They're depicted as crazy because a few might be seen acting erotic or talking to themselves. However, some of the population doesn't represent the whole population. According to the National Institute of Health, the US homeless population is drastically impacted by severe mental illness, which in turn makes finding a job much harder for that individual that has a mental illness. As you can see, mental illness, it's a problem without a straightforward answer as to how people got there. I will get into Shine a Light right after I discuss the community that they serve and what they directly experience. According to Woodwell Climate Research Center, in 2024, 147 individuals who were experiencing homelessness right here in Las Vegas passed away due to heat. The extreme temperatures caused people in the homeless community to seek asylum in the desert, in the flood channels away from the desert heat. Roughly, that's 1,500 individuals that seek asylum in these tunnels underneath Las Vegas. And this just goes to show that sometimes we need to reconnect with our humanity a little bit and help one another out. And here's ways that you can help, and here's ways that Shine a Light helps. Shine a Light is a nonprofit organization that works providing supplies and outreach to the homeless in need. as well as offering placement to those individuals. Their primary focus or objective is helping the individuals that live in the tunnels. They go down to the tunnels themselves in order to meet these individuals and provide assistance for them. The population in the tunnels is their focus. However, they are they help anybody that needs the help. And they'll help by handing out supplies such as water, food, socks, batteries, things such as that. And then they also offer a program known as the Instant Placement with Access to Treatment and Housing, or the IPATH. And so what the IPATH does is first they reach out to individuals that are in need and they establish a connection with them. After that, they help them get detoxed from any drugs if needed. And then they're assigned to a case manager. This case manager meets with that individual and assesses their needs and assists with finding jobs. And then this case manager is responsible for this individual for the duration of the program. And this program can last anywhere between 30 to 90 days. And it includes housing. So what they'll do is once detox and treatment is finished, they will find housing for these individuals. And then they'll set objectives and goals so that way that these individuals can thrive and succeed. And after all that has happened, then they'll be able to transition from transitional housing to stable housing. And then from there, they're pretty much planning long-term success and independence for that individual and hoping that they'll be able to get past homelessness. Ways that you can help is educating yourself on the matter that helps spread factual information on this topic. This can help with locating resources to help the homeless community, as well as learn what the root cause of homelessness is in your area. Volunteering your time is a great way to provide resources to the homeless through organizations like Shine a Light. They have many different positions that could always be filled. And then treating others with dignity, that treating them with dignity and respect while volunteering, that is a great way to restore humanity in these homeless individuals who have not been treated as such in a long time. But if time is not abundant for you, you could try donating to Shine a Light. And if you don't have the financial means to donate to Shine a Light, it doesn't just have to be monetary. There's also supplies that you would be able to donate. Helping the homeless community, it not only helps their community, it helps our community as a whole. And so, in conclusion, homelessness is a problem all over the nation, especially here in Las Vegas. However, it is a problem that is often prejudiced and stereotyped, opposed to the misconceptions that homeless are lazy. A majority of the homeless population are employed, but they can't afford housing. Having a little bit more compassion could help in understanding the population that lives within our community. They not only live within our community, they hide within our tunnels to acquire safety and privacy. We can make a change so that way they can live and feel supported. This support can help them with the success of homeless individuals and hopefully put a stop to homelessness.